Hello and welcome. You join me here today on the beautiful west coast of Scotland. This is the place that I'm lucky enough to call home. We finally got a break in the weather. 24-hour window, hopefully no rain and very little wind. So it's a good chance to get out and try a lot of new kit that I've got. Can't wait to get cracking, but a couple of things to do work-wise first. I've got an awful lot of hungry mouths here to feed. All sat there waiting for the dinner. So I'm going to go and do that. And yeah, we'll get cracking. come. Sideways. Check the water level, that is about on the limit, but there's no more rain due, so we should be alright for getting back. Just about. A steep bit. No problem. lift lock on for this. Losing my tripod. Oh, so much for no rain. Well, this is about as far as I can comfortably go in this vehicle without risking getting stuck, and it's a long walk out with a lot of kit. So Shanks pony from here on out. I'm just going to get loaded up. I think I've spotted somewhere just over about 1,000 yards away. So maybe do. It's not as high up as I wanted to do, but beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, get going. Well, spent about 40 minutes squelching around down here, trying to find a dry spot to camp. The rain had just been so prolonged, so persistent, everywhere it just saturated. Tried going up a bit higher, it wasn't easy finding anywhere flat, and with the ground being peat, made absolutely no difference. There's, you know, puddles on 45-degree slopes in there. So I had a look down by the river. Obviously this is on bedrock, just a thin layer of topsoil on solid sort of basalt granite. So hopefully should be able to stay dry. It doesn't puddle up around your feet when you're standing it, it just squelches a little bit. So yeah, it's a beautiful spot. I'll get this off the tripod and show you. That's it. So that's the direction we came from, up the track there. This is the River Carnick. Lovely pool here, which I have been swimming in before, but well, to be fair, actually it was colder than this. So, and then this is where I'm going to try and set up. It's not amazingly even, but it is about as dry as it comes. And then lovely set of waterfalls, obviously right near a water source, and I'd be good if the stove doesn't work properly. Yeah, should be lovely. I love camping near water. Just the sound of it when you're going to sleep, absolutely fabulous. So yeah, that's it. I need to do another run. Whew, where are we? There we are. Yeah, need to do another run back to the buggy, because as you probably noticed, we don't really have any trees here, so firewood is a bit of an issue. So I've had to bring in enough tonight, tomorrow morning, so I want a fire for breakfast as well. So yeah, that's me. I'll just go and do another run, and then look at getting set up. Hopefully the rain stays off. Alright, well that's that done. We'll see if we can get a tent up. Well, the Lavvu. So this is brand new to me. It's a size 2 Polish Lavvu. I've never put it up had it out and had a look at it, had a little bit of a play. But yeah, this is the first time that it'll be going up. I've seen a few videos, I've seen a few people pitching them, so I kind of know what to expect. But the idea of this is I want to know what modifications I want to make, so I want to test it as it is, because I don't want to change anything unnecessarily. I'd like to keep it as close to actually being a functional Lavvu, as in 2 ponchos, as I can, whilst it also being functional as a decent tent. So, have a go at this. Straight away, obviously you get 3 poles with each of the tent half. There's no catch system, obviously these are really old, an old design, but you put those together, the second you go to move that around, you know, absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a few minutes and put a little bit of maybe just electrical tape. Right, well I've got my pole sorted, bit of friendly duct tape there, I'll leave home without it. What I've also done is the Lavvu comes with little bits of old paracord to work as tie down points, but what I found is some of these don't have knots in them, they're big enough to take the pegs that are provided with them. So what I've done, just made some new ones out of paracord, but made them a bit longer. Hopefully what that'll do is, I know it's going to be a squeeze in here for me. I'm 5'11"-ish, so I know this is really a little bit too small for me. I'm probably going to put skirts in it, but what I've done, I'm going to put these on, peg it out a little bit further away, and that'll just raise that angle a little bit, and hopefully just give me those extra couple of inches. It might let a little bit more wind in at the side, we'll see. If so, maybe I can get a bit more bracket or something. And pile it up. If that'll be a problem, I'm going to have a stove in there, so hopefully heat shouldn't be an issue, and maybe ventilation will even help. So I'm going to get on with putting these in now, and then yeah, get it up. looks good. There'll be a little bit of rain heading in, so I'm just going to switch this off for a minute, get my little footprint in that I bought, and yeah, get back to you. Sort of switched to the GoPro. Keeps looking like it's going to stop raining, but it just doesn't. It's not heavy, it's just persistent, and you know, I'm not in the woods, there's no cover at all, so everything just gets wet if it's, you know, if you even get it out. So sorry about the audio. I've got my phone recording as well, maybe that'll help. So yeah, got a couple of bits. Gonna set my stove up, hopefully. See if we can get it stood up in there. It's quite uneven in there, so I don't know if it's going to stand all right, but we'll give it a go. So I was supposed to make a canvas little sack for this last night, but I was making something else which I'll show you in a minute, and snapped the only needle I had from my sewing machine, which one of those things, but I don't have a spare, which is my own fault. So yeah, get this set up. I have got another video about this going together, so I'm not going to explain it, just snap it together. One. See if we can get it stood somewhere in here. Brad, see what it looks like with a bit of flue on it. You'll have to excuse my sorry excuse for a flue pipe. Basically, I tried to order a roll of stainless steel shim stock to make a roll-up flue. Unfortunately, ordered the wrong width, so I now have two bits sort of held together with a load of what's called hose clamps, which, you know, it works, but it isn't pretty. But what I've got as well is, whatever comes out, this. So just another piece of pipe that will go on there. Now I know there's no spark arrestor or anything on that. I haven't made one yet, as I say. So the bits that I want haven't come. It's all bodged together, just a test. I'll be careful. You know, we're not on ideal ground. Weather isn't ideal. Nothing's ideal, but that's the fun of it, isn't it? So yeah, just have a bit of a play with it. Try and get it maybe a little bit more solid in there, and then wow, there's a break in this rain. Try and process some of the firewood that I bought, and maybe make some lunch, because I haven't eaten yet today, and it's 3:30. In fact, I've only had one coffee. Yeah, that's next. Spot of first aid. Must have nicked myself on the flue pipe. It is really, really sharp, but didn't even feel anything. It's one of those really thin, enormous paper cuts. Bleed like hell when you're working, especially if you're wet. First aid kits, all the way. 3 sticks, which I had to bring with me. You can't just go and get sticks around here. We do have, you know, there are trees around, but you don't want to wreck the trees that we have got. It's all vegetation for the deer, you know, habitat for birds, and every bit that we've got, you know, it's precious. You don't just want to be going hacking it down for no reason. So I've got some green cut on the stuff that we chopped down from around our houses last week. This is what I broke my sewing machine making. Not much, but hopefully, I haven't tried it yet, hopefully that's going to be a seat. So yeah, I'll give it a go, see if it works. Hopefully, be able to there. Moment of truth. Hey! Not bad, not bad. chuffed to bits for this seat. It's spot on. It's really comfy. I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna light the stove yet. I'm rapidly running out of day and I haven't eaten yet. So yeah, just gonna get a quick fire going here and get a little bit of food on and coffee, and then look at getting the stove lit a little bit later. Time has just slipped away from me today. It was the first day for weeks. I've been able to get off the estate and out for some supplies. The weather, the wind and the rain, it's been horrendous. It's been dangerous. So I mean, just going getting some tea bags, you know. For here it's, you gotta get in the Land Rover, then, you know, drive a couple of miles down a little track, up here, pull one boat in, get in that boat, take that boat out to another boat, get on that boat, 14 miles to Malay, which is the nearest village. Can't call it a town, village. Get your tea bags, and yeah, exactly the same in reverse to get back. So I think Scottish winter, I mean, we're only on 9 hours, 10 hours of sunlight a day, and I mean that's not usable sunlight. It's getting up at 4 o'clock now, and that'll be the sunset soon. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's all part of the fun. It really is. I absolutely love the lifestyle, but it can catch you out if you're not ready. And things just take an awful lot longer here. You know, everything that you want to do, you've got to factor in fudge time, you know, it's nothing's ever simple. Moon's just coming up. What a sunset! That's lovely. Drink this drink. Use the last of the sunlight to process some more wood. Get the stove lit. Get my tea on. I'm having a venison stew. I got the stove going. It's pretty dark in here, so I don't know if you'll be able to see much. But There she blows. I'm not going to have this running for very long just because it's not that safe of a setup at the moment. I haven't got a proper stove jack. You know, the flue's just going out through one of the armholes with a couple of sticks pushed in it. But yeah, it's going nicely. Didn't take much to start. A couple of feather sticks in there. Close it up. And it's, oh, yeah, it's warm. It's lovely. Makes a big difference in here. It's already toasty warm, and considering, because the ground underneath this footprint is just sodden. So even kneeling, like putting your hands down on it, you know, you feel it, feel the cold. So, I mean, all the wood is wet or damp just from being sat there, but happy with that, very happy with it. I just want to fry out my venison a little bit, and don't really fancy doing it in the tent. Just want to get this started again. Thought it was a good chance to try out these pocket bellows. Let's see if they can get this going again. Venison, stew meat. This is venison from, well, shot within viewing distance of where we are. So it's about as good as it gets. Now I'd love to have shot this all nicely and taken my time. Unfortunately, light has all but gone. Got a couple of chores to do. Bit of seasonal, just mix, put together at home. Okay. Start the TV show called Speed. How well you can cook is how fast you can cook. Proprietary blend, Tobasco and Worcestershire sauce mixed together, simple with both. properly. It's a full in. Right, get that on the stove. So I had to take myself off and have a word with myself. Just trying to get too much done. Just rushing. And that's not good for anybody. So accidents happen. Just with the light fading. Just wanting to film everything. I lost a lot of time this morning. Going into Malay for bits, but there's only so many hours in the day. Although it's a nice day, you know, it's still a short day. It was dark before 5, so I just I noticed I hadn't cut enough wood. I was trying to cook, and I was trying to cook wood while I was cooking. Yeah, it was just daft. So I turned the camera off. Found myself a decent spot. Got set up properly for chopping wood. Yeah, just let the stove go out, let the fire go out. Before the fire went out, just a quick bite to eat, just some noodles and a tin of mackerel, because I was starving. You know, I was on the go at 6:30 this morning and hadn't eaten. I never eat in the mornings anyway, but yeah, 5, 6 o'clock at night is a bit late for breakfast. So yeah, had a quick brew, some noodles, some mackerel, and then cut some wood properly, got myself set up, chipped a couple of blocks of wood, found some bedrock, got it all set up nicely, and chopped a mountain of kindling for the stove. I've got enough for days here, too much. Tonight and tomorrow morning, no problem, and I'll be taking some home with me, or I might stash it somewhere up here if I can find somewhere dry enough for next time. So yeah, I've just got the stove relit, which is nice. It's purring away, and I'm just gonna put my stew back on. It smells delicious. Yeah, give you a look at that. Got the lantern out, and there she is, doing fantastically, I must say. That's only just lit, and yeah, as you can see, it is purring away. It warmed up in here in no time, which is great. So yeah, just gonna let that bubble down there for a little bit, and then it's turned into a beautiful evening. The wind's died right down. It hasn't rained for quite a while, which is fantastic. So what I'm probably going to do is get this cooked on here, give it 40 minutes or so, and if the weather stays like this, get out and light another little fire outside and sit down and just listen. With a wee whiskey. It wouldn't be a night out in Scotland without a wee dram. I walked up to the buggy a minute ago, obviously with my head torch on, and started it up to put the spotlights on, and all the deer came running thinking they were getting fed again. which is quite funny, watching the little cat's eyes come bounding down the glen. Yeah, it's quite good. So there's loads about, they're absolutely everywhere, which is good. Right. Snap, crackle and pop. Lovely. Cool. I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, it's just started raining again, so I've shut the door for the first time inside. I've been sat with my boots hanging out of the open door every time I've been in here. Wood burn is going, the stew is smelling delicious, and it is just fabulous in here. I knew I was gonna like having one of these. I mean, they're quirky, you know. There's so many reasons that you wouldn't have one. You know, they're small, they're heavy, I mean, it's a 60s design. It's not really primarily designed as a tent. You know, it's got a useless pole that comes with it. It's got big holes in it where your arms go when it's a poncho. But it's brilliant. It really, really is. I absolutely love it. I'm sat in a tent, basically in a bog, next to a river, with a stove, cooking my dinner, even with my boots on. And I'm warm, I'm dry. And I mean, you just can't beat the sound of rain on canvas, can you? Especially when you're warm inside. I can't put words to it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm sure everybody else that's got one, because you're all as mad as I am, obviously, owning one of these, because look at it. It's most people, I'd say probably 95% of people would look at one of these and just go, what are you doing? Quite like being in the other 5%. Very, very happy I've got this. Yeah, I want to make some changes. I need to put a proper stove jack in here, and I want to put it somewhere where it's not through one of the armholes. So the armholes are here, I want it sort of there, so you can be as far away from the stove as you can be when you're lying in bed. Half of me doesn't want to even raise it up, put skirts on it, but I think I should. The extra space would be worth it, and maybe a zip. But we'll see. But yeah, happy with this. Today is a good day. Let's see how she's doing. Alright on that. She's warming back up. Looking good. Oh, a little while yet. I'm glad I had those noodles. Looking good though. Looking good in here too. Draws beautifully. I think that flue damper position's absolutely spot on. It's right at the back with just about a centimetre overhang. Ooh, it's hot in there. Yeah, goes really well. It's about as thick as you can go with the wood. You know, sort of twice the thickness of your thumb or so. Any more than that just tends to jam it up, but that burns really well in there. And it is toasty in here. Stew's ready. Get a bit of water on the go for a brew. Just a spoon. Spalted birch. Now I did not make this. I make an alright spoon, but nothing quite like this. These are made by my good friend Viv Walker. She's on Facebook and Etsy. It's Viv Walker Woodcraft, I think. And she makes just the most exquisite spoons. And I think she turns bowls and she does all sorts. But she sells her stuff really, really cheap. Keep telling her she needs to put her prices up. She does, isn't it? Right. Woo. Bon appetit. Fuck. Not bad. Cheers. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yes. Morning folks. Stove going, got a coffee on. Definitely needed a coffee. Just spent about 5 minutes looking for the lid from a Nalgene bottle, which of course is attached to the bottle. So yeah, coffee definitely needed. Slept really well, woke up a couple of times, rain obviously. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday is this, it's a new sleeping bag. I had spent a night on one of the boats a couple of weeks ago, and I took an Orc Alert sleeping bag that I woke. I've worked out the other day that I've about 17 years, and it's been sat in this stuff sack for 2 years, and I've just been using a cheap synthetic one instead. But basically it was the first miserable night that I've ever had in a sleeping bag. It was horrible. It snowed. It's a fiberglass boat. The air was damp because the boat had been sat for weeks. Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant experience. So I thought I'd get a new one. Decided to go for down this time. I've never had a down sleeping bag before. Partly because of the price, but also kind of been paranoid about getting them wet. But then I realised in sort of 20 odd years of camping and sleeping outdoors and stuff, you never once got a wet sleeping bag. So I'm going to split a beer on it. That's human error if you can't. So yeah, I think a couple of cents is pretty easy. You're not keeping your sleeping kit dry. Either something's gone disastrously wrong, or you shouldn't be outside really, I suppose. So yeah, I got it from Military Mart. It was only 40 quid. It's an Arctic sleeping bag. That's all the information they gave on it. Quick look at the label. 1984 sleeping bag, Arctic Mark II. I presume it's the British Army one. It's very similar to the Arctic 95 pattern, the modular sleeping system, but obviously it's down. 40 quid, no stuff sack. And if anything, last night I was way too warm. It was due to be 0 degrees, the forecast was supposed to feel about -2, but it wasn't anything like that. It was way warm. I think after having that night in the sleeping bag the other week that was miserable, I went to bed with a fleece on, with these, you know, just thick jogging bottom pants, and I ended up with this completely unzipped for most of the night until this morning. But it's fantastic. I bought a huge American Army stuff sack, compression sack, thinking that this was going to be big. I mean, it's not tiny when you roll it up, but it isn't that much bigger than my cheap synthetic one. And yeah, it's really light, and I can't get over how warm it is. First experience with down. I've had a down jacket before, but first experience with down sleeping bag, and you know, there's not much to this. It's thin. You can almost feel your fingerprints right through it, but it did really well. Happy with that, and it zips up front, which I've always wanted. I don't know why all sleeping bags don't do that, because I'm not usually a ground dweller. Hammocks, like swinging from trees, and I think zip up at the front is the way forward. I've never tried it before, but hopefully, and I mean, this is that warm. But yeah, that should be really, really, really good. Wanted to test out as well how quickly the little stove would make a pot of coffee in one of these little stove top espresso makers, because I absolutely love the coffee that comes out of those. But they do need a lot of heat, a lot of high intensity. But absolutely no problem. As fast as my gas cooker at home does it. fantastic. Very, very happy with that. So I think the stove's definitely passed its first test. I'm going to put the baffle in place, obviously sort the flue out when the bits come. But I'm going to call this one done and get working on Mark II, which I think is going to be a little bit wider to give a little bit more space inside. It's going to be more like an equilateral triangle rather than an isosceles, basically. I think that will work better. It's a very good reason for having it this shape, but I think we'll get away with going a bit bigger. So get Mark II done, and then see about getting some laser cut. But yeah, really happy with those. I'm really happy with everything. Now I've got a lot of work to do today, so I don't even think I'm gonna have breakfast. I bought some sausages, but I'm not hungry. There's still half of that stew left from last night. There was so much of it. Did not need to fill a 14cm billy can with food. Yeah, I've got about half of it down me and I'm stuffed. I'm still stuffed. So I think I'll pack up. Take my time, pack up, and I'll just have some lunch when I get home and get some work done. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.